have no comments tonight, correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. Okay, we're about 4 minutes out. And let's see, we're a couple minutes out. We still have Brenda, another minute out. Barbara, you want to double check Brenda?
Sure.
I was here. I was just waiting to get on.
Hiding in the corner again. I love
I was
it.
watching you. I was
Hi,
watching.
Brenda.
Hi, guys.
I get it. All right, it is 6:30 and we're about ready to get going tonight. So welcome everybody to the regular meeting on July 13th, 2021. But before we get started, we're going to have Barbie read into the record a statement and do the roll call.
Good evening. I want to share a couple of logistics regarding this meeting. For those participants not familiar with Zoom, please remember to keep your camera on while the meeting is in progress and mute yourself when you are not talking. Board members, the mayor will be calling on each of you individually to provide comments and votes. When voting, please remember to identify yourself by stating your name and your vote. If you would like to speak at any point during the meeting, please raise your hand and be mindful of your background. If we are in the middle of a presentation and you are raising your hand but not being called on, please feel free to speak up. Most importantly, we want to make sure that board members are able to participate in the meeting fully. If you experience any technical difficulties and are accidentally exited out of the meeting, please notify me via text so we can suspend the discussion. Next, we'll need to take the roll call. Please indicate if you are present. Mayor Ron Pappas.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Brenda McMillan.
Present.
Commissioner Jason Hall.
Present.
Commissioner Ann Simpson.
Present.
Commissioner Tracy Weslick.
Present.
Commissioner Pedro Morey.
Present.
Thank you. All members are present. Mayor, I'll turn the meeting over to you.
Thank you, Barbie. Appreciate that. All right, so we're ready to go. We'll call this meeting to order, but before we get rolling again, we're going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. If you join me for that, and then remain standing for a brief moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Very good. Thank you, everyone. All right, tonight we're going to move along to the adoption of the agenda. Do we have any requested changes to tonight's agenda as published? All right, seeing no hands raised up on the board, I'm going to look for a motion to adopt tonight's agenda as published. Can I have that motion?
Motion to adopt as published.
All right, very good. Roll call vote all the way around. Here we go. I'm going to start with Commissioner Hall.
Commissioner Hall, aye.
Commissioner Morey.
Commissioner Morey, aye.
Commissioner Westlake.
Commissioner Westlake, aye.
Commissioner Simpson.
Commissioner Simpson, aye.
And back to Mayor Pro Tem McMillan. Mayor Pro Tem McMillan.
Brenda McMillan, aye. I couldn't hear you.
You were listening before. Anyway, all right, thank you, everyone. We'll move on to tonight's agenda as published. As I understand it, there are no public comments tonight. So we're going to move down to the consent agenda. And since there are no changes requested in tonight's agenda, I'll look for a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda. Motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
We have a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda. Roll call vote again. Mayor Pro Tem McMillan.
Brenda McMillan, aye.
Westlake.
Commissioner Westlake, aye.
Commissioner Hall.
Commissioner Hall, aye.
Morey.
Commissioner Morey, aye.
And back to Commissioner Simpson.
Commissioner Simpson, aye.
Very good. Thank you, everyone. The consent agenda is approved as published tonight. Now I'm going to look for recognitions. I think we have Dina ready to get up on stage here. Dina, I'm going to wait for you to sign on and the floor will be yours. There you go, on the bridge again.
Yep. I would like to introduce a new addition to our Waxhaw family. There we go. Can everybody see my screen?
Everybody can see your screen.
Awesome. All right. So please welcome Miss Mary Wallace. She is a wonderful addition to our Park and Rec team and the town of Waxhaw family. Mary comes to us from her adventures around the world, literally. From the last 10 years, she's actually a native of Waxhaw. She grew up, she actually bought her parents' home in Wasaki, just around the corner. And so she is, came back home and is willing and able to bring us to the next step with events and help us with our evolving of Waxhaw in events. So we're super excited to have her. She's a graduate of University of North Carolina, Wilmington. She speaks a couple languages such as German and Spanish, which is very helpful. And again, just a wonderful, bubbly personality that is already taking the reins, and my control issues are starting to relax. So she's doing really well. She cut her teeth on 4th of July. So we're super excited to have her. Her and her husband they have fur babies. So they enjoy our walking and riding bikes here in Waxhaw. So please, if you see her around, say welcome. And I will probably bring, when we get to meet in person, like the whole team back in, so you'll see all their faces. And so you'll know who to come up to, especially with events and programs or in the park. So again, super excited to have Mary on board.
Great. Is she on screen tonight?
No, she wasn't able to join in tonight. She actually is going to be out of town tomorrow, so she was traveling.
Great. And with the names like Scrapple and Pancakes, I want to meet those dogs, maybe. So that's pretty. Met her during the event on 4th of July, and she did a great job with you all there. So it was nice to connect, and looking forward for all the things that you guys got going on next. So
Yes, sir. We're excited.
All right. Well, thank you, Dina. We'll, unless anybody else has any comments along that same line, I'll drop it down to move through. There's no presentations tonight. There's no public hearings tonight, no old business, no new business. So we get to drop down to the town leadership reports. First one up is going to be Matt Huber. Who has to sign on yet? There we go. There you go, Matt. If you're, you got your video on, you're unmuted. So welcome again. The floor is yours. You're going to tell us on some engineering updates.
Absolutely. Thank you. That happened quick. So yeah, just wanted to give an update on the status of the sidewalk to the Mill on Main from the Ped Bridge. I know that was a highly anticipated project, so much so that we didn't want to wait for NCD funding issues to delay it any further than it already has been. So we opened up bids last Tuesday, and the results were less than helpful. We only got one bid. It was over 112% of the engineer's estimate. And so that kind of was an initial setback, but I've been able to kind of scramble and I think get the project on track, both budget and time-wise. We've been talking with the contractor, and instead of bidding the whole project to a prime and letting them handle all the work through a contract, we're going to act as the general contractor, and we'll subcontract the major items of work that we can't do. We'll do some local items ourselves, and then we'll also initiate some other specialty contracts within this one to get us back on course. Specifically, we've been working with the sidewalk contractor who is also the paver. And I think we've got them from the original contract amount. We'll split out their work will be the new estimate of about $75,000 for the sidewalk and the paving. And then the additional work that we'll be doing ourselves, or some of the electrical stuff for the beacon, and some other minor things that the contractor wouldn't be doing, the grading. That's in CSX. That was one of the things, is dealing within CSX's right of way greatly increase their costs, and that's something we don't need to absorb per se. So our additional work will come in at $67,000. So right now, just without having any formal bids in, again, we're back to about $140,000. And once we get the individual contracts in hand, I'll be able to tell you exactly what the final amount should be. And when we talk about dates, we'll expect to be able to bring those contracts forward in the next July 27th meeting for approval. And so that would give the public services team the bulk of August to get to start prepping the site and doing some of the work that we can handle in-house. And then we expect that the paving and the cement work will be done in the balance of September. And ideally, we're setting September 18th is our preliminary day to pave. It's a Saturday that nothing's going on, in order to pave 75 right in that crosswalk location. And it should only closes a lane down for about 4 hours on that day. So that's what we've been able to kind of fall back on our heels and get our bearings and find another path forward. And that's what I can kind of report to keep that project going. And happy to answer any questions we have right now, or can, I'll bring more information as it solidifies.
Well, I know we wanted to bring this in one way, shape, or form, the most economically feasible way, but again, you weigh the timing on it as well, and how long it's taken to get through a process with this thing, with all the parties involved. I think it's certainly the prudent move to look at the safety of the citizens, the pedestrians, the users of our downtown area are more important than anything there. So I'm looking forward to getting that done. That'll be nice to get it done.
Absolutely, it is. It's long overdue.
Long overdue. Any questions around the board for Matt? All right, Matt, I'm looking forward to that, tearing that asphalt and landscape up and getting that thing in and done. And I think we're going to really ask some of our downtown businesses to help us celebrate when that gets done. So,
Agreed. Thank you.
thanks, Matt. Appreciate that a whole bunch.
Good night.
All right, we're gonna go up to Dina, back to Dina. If you're still on there, Dina, we'll let you do your town leadership report. You can sign back on. There you are. Once again from the bridge.
All righty. Share screen. There we go. All right, give you an update on what's going on all Park and Rec and future programming and events. So we start off with, it's National Park and Rec Month. So nationally, we celebrate all things Park and Rec in July. So we do some showcasing of kind of like who the staff is, or some of our stories. So look for those coming out on social media. And as always, how to register for any of our programs and events is through our Rec Desk software. So please go there, and you always can call us if you have challenges going through the software. We actually walked somebody through it today, so no worries. Upcoming programming. Senior Fitness started this week, so you still can join tomorrow and those Wednesday classes. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we have walking group, which Miss Justine's having an awesome time with our group of ladies that are doing it right now. We have this week on pottery on Thursday night. Mixology and charcuterie is next week. Still room in those classes. Please come and join us. Tomorrow is Water Day. That is like the funnest day ever when it comes to the hero projects and going out to the park. So we have all these blow up with water features that will be at Nesbitt tomorrow. So please come and join us in the morning at 9:30 and have your swimsuit and your towel ready and your sunscreen and have a great time. Next week, we're venturing out of our park system and going into some of neighborhood parks. So we will be at Harrison Park Neighborhood Playground on the 21st. So this is one of our outreach programs that's one of the reasons why we did the mobile park, is so we can start going out to communities that might not have access to a lot of amenities, and we come and bring the fun. So look forward and see everybody there next week. Our hero schedule takes you all the way into September. So please check out the website or our Facebook page and get all the details on where we're going to be next. The calendar is out, and please go ahead and print off and put it on your refrigerator for all the wonderful, cool events that are happening this year. And we're ready to get back and have our community spirit through our events. So look forward to seeing you. And if you have any questions, please don't delay and call the office, and so we can help you navigate through that.
Hey, Dina, do you
Yes,
know
ma'am.
if there is a link to that calendar on our town website someplace?
Yes, ma'am.
So there's a file somewhere?
Park and Rec page.
Okay.
Miss Melanie might need to help me out if it's on the home page. I thought it was on the bottom, but I know that we had to move around because of what was being showcased.
Yes, I can confirm that it is on our website.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
we have an awesome team. I've got a jam up team, but the Mary and Justine have already done a great job in getting things on the website and keeping it current. And so this new system has been a lot easier on that. And of course, I'm calling Miss Melody and Miss Barbie up for, doesn't always work for me the best because I'm, just it is what it is, but they are doing such a great job. So exciting. This Friday night is Jamming by the Tracks. We have a wonderful sponsor. The Bishop Group is a mortgage team group local to Waxhaw. They've been great. And so they've helped sponsor the Jamming by the Tracks for this Friday. And we're super excited. So please come and join us at 7 o'clock at the community corner. Downtown Park update. So we are getting at those final stages, getting us closer to bidding out the phase 1 of the park. And so it's time to kind of rack and stack, and we're looking tightly at our budget. So we are doing those documents right now and finishing getting bids out for all the wonderful amenities that are coming soon. Again, volunteerism is a big portion of what we do at Park and Rec. We would love to have you volunteer with the events, with the programming, or help out with one of the park amenities. So we still have a few more adopt a space availability. So if you would like to do that, please contact the office and we will help navigate you through that. Oops. We are working on the program guide that's coming up this fall already. So if you would like to be a part of that community building and partner up with us on an event or the programs, please come in contact with Miss Mary and Miss Justine, and we would love to partner with you. And as always, I leave you with our vision and mission to make Waxhaw a brighter community. And we're super excited about getting back to normal with all of our events and programs. So thank you. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
I'd just like to give a huge shout out to Dina and her team for their performance this last 4th of July. And it was well orchestrated, well received. Nothing but good comments from everybody that was out there. I was out there about the whole time, and very well done. And as well as this last weekend over at Forest Hills, you had the service day over there, and that was a great event as well. Both of them, the days were very hot, but everybody stayed in place and enjoyed the whole thing. So wanted to just give a shout out to all your team. I am really looking forward to things to come out of there when we can be fully released from all the restrictions that we're on, and we could actually maybe act normal. So Dina, thank you. Yeah,
No worries.
congrats on building your team.
Yes.
All right, any questions for Miss Dina around the horn? All right, Dina, thank you very much for that tonight, twice. So we're going to move down to the town manager. Give him the microphone for a little while.
Thank you, Mayor. Just two things. I want to talk about our Waxhaw 101 just for a moment. We're actively accepting applications for the program. We'll be accepting applications through mid-August. So Waxhaw 101 is an interactive program that is designed to educate our residents and citizens about our local government, about our town processes, town policies, town services. We have it structured as 9 sessions. They're weekly sessions, so once a week. They're scheduled for Wednesdays. That'll start right now, September 1st, and it'll run through the end of October. Some examples of what participants will learn about each week is how our departments operate, how our budget is constructed, and our annual process in regards to that, and how the town is obligated to operate under North Carolina law and how we partner with other organizations. And that's just a very small sample size of what folks would learn about. So we strongly encourage anybody listening out there, and we've been getting the word out through social media, and certainly would like to encourage the Board of Commissioners and our staff as well to pitch this program to anybody they see. And we'd love to have a good turnout this year, especially since we missed last year because of COVID. So we're really looking forward to getting that program started again here in the next month. So we'll continue to get that word out and hope that we get a lot of interest there. And I'm going to share my screen real quick for one last thing here. And I guess I'll just leave it like this since this is a short presentation, but just wanted to give a quick thank you to our public services and parks and recreation staff for helping us out here at Town Hall for a nice little area to enjoy the outdoors for a few minutes at lunch or before or after work hours. And so we had, as you can see, pretty much all of the public services crew come out and pour some concrete there on the side of the building. And then also we had Parks and Rec help us procure a couple of nice tables for our staff to enjoy out there. And we also have it available to anybody in the public that would be interested out there as well. We see a few people have utilized that. So just a very quick thank you for both of those departments for helping us in a very quick and very budget-friendly way of providing us a nice little amenity outside of Town Hall here. So that's all I have this month, Mayor. Thank you.
Great, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. That's again quite the team effort. We see a lot of that happening in and around us. So again, thanks to both of those departments for contributing to that, to the benefit of everybody. Really looks good out there. I've been out there. Obviously, I've seen you out there a couple of times. So it's a nice place. The canopy's nice. It's a good place to sit out there. I have one quick question basically on the Waxhaw 101, and it may go to Melody if you're still doing that, but do we have a cap on the attendance on that, or can we open it up a little bit to fit more people in if they want to?
In past years, we've done 15, but we were considering just opening it up.
I think that'd be a good idea. If there are interested parties in there, we get so many questions, people from the public that want to, they'll have one concept of how the town runs. I really do steer them towards taking this class. And certainly if anybody's left up there on the screen that hasn't been through that program yet, very worthwhile. It's something that sometimes, even though we're in it every day, we don't see the everyday activities and know the everyday steps. So if anybody hasn't, feel free to sign up on that as well. It is a bit of a commitment. I think, as you said, Jeff, it's 9 weeks, and it's held at the PD community room. Is that where we're still going?
The training room
Training room. Okay, very good. All
for
right.
most sessions.
Most of those, and that's right.
We
Okay.
won't turn away, if we get past 15, we will not turn anybody away. As long as we can fit them in the room, we'll take as many as we can get.
All right. Well, that'd be good to hear. I'd like to see that room crowded, especially this year. So we'll see what happens. So thanks for that extra input on that and a little commercial for it. Any other comments from any of the commissioners around the horn here? Charlie, anything exciting in your life?
Well, certainly. The town of Waxhaw.
We are exciting. We are definitely exciting.
Yes, you are. A lot's happening.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of good energy in the town. We certainly see it and feel it. I get comments all the time from people that they notice the change in the energy, all to the benefit of everybody that works here and works for us and works hard for the town. So I do want to extend a very hearty thank you to everybody who takes it seriously and contributes to the benefit of everybody. So thank you, all of you, for serving, and those who work for us, thank you again. So with that, if there's no further comments, we have nothing in the closed session. So I'm going to look for a motion to adjourn. Oh, you guys really do want to go home, don't you?
Motion to adjourn.
All right, we have a motion to adjourn. Roll call around. Mayor Pro Tem McMillan.
Brenda McMillan, aye.
Commissioner Hall.
Commissioner Hall, aye.
All right.
Commissioner Maury, aye.
Commissioner Simpson.
Commissioner Simpson, aye.
Back to Commissioner Westlake.
Commissioner Westlake, aye.
Outstanding. All right, we are now considered adjourned. It's a record 37 or 27 minutes in the books. Awesome. So we'll bid everybody good night. Thank you for all the effort, and we'll see you next time out. Next time we look like we're still going live.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Look forward to seeing everybody personally next time.
Be a lot of fun.